We are your home theater and AV questions answered. This is AVRant. Want your home theater or AV question answered by Tom and Rob? Send it to question@avrant.com. Welcome to AVRant. I'm Tom Andry, and I'm here with
Rob H.
Joe. First up, Joe installed 4 CAF in-ceiling speakers for Atmos, and he's really impressed with the results. There you go. He uses an HTPC, and he'd like to start playing Ultra HD movies on it. There are streaming services, UHD MKV files, and Ultra HD Blu-ray discs all on tap. And since he now has an Atmos setup, and more Ultra HD Blu-rays seem to include immersive audio, he wants to make sure he's getting the best audio as well. His current rig is an Intel Core i3-2100 with an NVIDIA GTX 750. He has the budget to upgrade either just the graphics card or basically the whole machine, motherboard and CPU. So what would we suggest? I don't understand why he needs to upgrade anything right now. Why is it because he has to? Is there something wrong with what he's got?
HTCP 2.2.
Oh, right. Okay.
Nothing that he's using right now has HTCP 2.2.
All right. Then there you go. You need that.
Computer.
So that would be the graphics card.
You need that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the minimum there's 2-stage answer. If what you want to do is play Ultra HD Blu-ray discs, then Power DVD has been certified. It doesn't do it yet, but it has been certified by the Blu-ray Disc Association to play Ultra HD movies, so at least there will be a piece of software that does it. People can already read the data off the discs with BDXL drives. There will be official Ultra HD Blu-ray drives for PCs. And then what you'll need is just an HDMI port that has HDCP 2.2. Any of the NVIDIA 10 series cards, there's a 1050, 1060, 1070, and 1080, any of those will do that. So you could get away with just upgrading your graphics card for that. Same goes for UHD MKV files that you might be downloading. Those will work with just a graphics card update in your case. That'll give you the HDMI port that you need. That will also, since he's worried about passing through immersive audio, it will totally handle that. It will pass through the bitstream audio to your AV receiver. You might need to use a piece of software like Kodi or something like that to do it, because not every piece of software that plays 4K video passes bitstream audio as well, but something like Kodi would do it. So that's one way of doing that. Or, of course, Power DVD. That'll work as well. But when it comes to the streaming services, there's a whole other wrinkle to it, because there is a different form of copy protection. Not HDCP 2.2. That's the HDMI hardware. That's the physical plug copy protection. For streaming services, there's software copy protection as well. And for that, so far, the only ones that have done it, I believe, are Netflix for sure. I think Amazon is on its way for PCs, but Netflix for sure. And they have basically said you have to have one of the newest Intel Kaby Lake processors.
Oh.
It has the Play Ready DRM built into it. It's a hardware thing. They're not allowing any other older processors to do it. They're demanding you buy a new processor to do it. It's stupid. It's horrible. I hate that that's the way it is. But in the interest of answering your question, if you want to stream 4K HDR content, potentially with Dolby Atmos audio, and you want to stream it on your PC, you have to have a Kaby Lake processor, which means a whole new everything. That's a new processor, new motherboard with the new chipset, and potentially a new graphics card too if you want to make sure you have HDCP 2.2 right now. So that's the full answer. The other thing you could do is get an NVIDIA Shield.
I was going to say, there's got to be a workaround here.
Because for $200, the only thing the NVIDIA Shield can't do is play Ultra HD Blu-ray discs, but you could get a $200 NVIDIA Shield and a $300 Philips or LG player, one of the two that were announced at CES that will be getting Dolby Vision, so they're less expensive than the Oppo. For $500 all in, it's not on your computer, but it does everything you want to do.
Yeah, but he wants to be able to stream MKV, right? I mean, isn't that part of what he wants to be able to do? So,
yeah.
Yeah.
I know, it's a sucky answer. I wish I had a better answer for you, but in the interest of telling, like, if you got the new graphics card and then you went to stream 4K Netflix and you're like, I have all the hardware capabilities that one of those 10 series NVIDIA graphics cards has all the hardware acceleration and everything, the HEVC decoding, the VP9 decoding. It has all of that stuff built in, still won't let you play it because you don't have a KB Lake processor. So that's the situation I don't want you to face,
Right.
being like, it looks like it should work, but it doesn't.
don't
Why
work.
not? Well, that's why not. DRM, that's why not. Sucky. I know.
All right, he bought one of the Dayton IMM6 measurement microphones, and he's using it with his Samsung Galaxy S7 Android phone. He'd like to dip his tone in measuring his system and manually adjusting his EQ settings. He'll probably start with just the manual EQ in his Yamaha AV receiver. So for those purposes, is there an app we'd recommend for use with his phone and IMM6 mic? I know Rob has one because I don't. Go on. Do your thing.
Yeah, that's directly from Dayton. They recommend something called the Bofinit AudioTool for Android.
It's like $8.
We'll have a link for that. You come to AV. Sorry?
It's like $8.
Boss?
The Android.
$8, yeah.
The Android app.
Yeah, so it's not super expensive. He said he's willing to pay some money, but it's not exorbitantly expensive. So yeah, Bofinit Audio Tool for Android. We'll have the link for that. Come to avrant.com. Look in our show notes. We'll have the link there. And they have a handy dandy manual that tells you how to interpret some of the measurements that it takes and how to set things up so that you understand what it is that you're looking at. And for the purposes that you were talking about, fiddling around with a separate manual EQ, this will absolutely do the job for that. So that's the one.
Just have such a hard time when people want to like dip their toe into measurement and not suggesting Room EQ Wizard. It just gives you so much more power. And yes, I mean, I would love it if you go to this Cross Spectrum Labs and buy a mic from our friend Herb over there, get like a calibrated mic. But it works with all sorts of microphones, and it would work best with Herb's mics. But the program itself is free, so free is a really good price. That's whatever, but I don't know that it was going to work with your microphone that you plug basically into the headphone jack of your phone. But you've already got a computer in the room. You know what I mean? You're most of the way there. You just need a mic to plug into the thing, and I can't believe that we can't find a mic that's cheap enough. You know, because the mic he already bought was like what, $15. I mean, that's pretty cheap, but I can't believe he couldn't have spent $30 and gotten something a little bit nicer that he could use with Room EQ Wizard. And
I don't know if you can get away with a USB mic for $30. It's going to be at least $60.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still, though, dude, it's not that much more money, and you get so much more power than this. I know it's only dipping his toe, and he's already got the microphone and stuff like that, but you know, when your birthday comes around, ask for a mic. Seriously, I mean, I'm 45 years old. My parents have been giving me $100 for my birthday since I was like 10. And I still get $100 for my birthday. So that's like the mic, the cable, the stand, and like lunch at Five Guys. So, I mean, I feel like that's a pretty good birthday. So maybe do that. Maybe do that. Want your question answered? Send it to question@avrant.com. This is AVRant.
Now go out and listen to something.